Hi, my name is Riley Edwards, and I'm going to explain the different stages or periods of infection that your body goes through when you're sick. First, I would like to explain what an infection is. An infection is when a pathogen or a foreign cell enters your body and begins attacking your body and its cells, which makes you sick. Your immune system will then begin to kick in and fight off and kill all the pathogens so that you can get healthy again and your body can return to homeostasis, which is the main goal of your body all the time. And there are very many different types of infections, like viruses and pathogens and other things like that, and they all affect your body differently. Therefore, their duration during the 5 stages will all be different. So there are 5 different periods of disease, and it includes the incubation period, the prodromal period, the period of illness, the period of decline, and the period of convalescence. So the figure to the right is a chart that shows the relationship of the number of pathogens in your body, which is in red, to the severity of the symptoms, which is in blue, through the 5 periods of infection. And on this chart, it is clear that with a higher number of pathogens in your body, the severity of your symptoms will increase. And over time, as your immune system kills off those pathogens, the severity of your symptoms will also decrease. So, the first stage of infection is the incubation period. And this is the period of time from when the pathogen will enter the body and begins infecting the body. This period lasts until the person begins feeling symptoms and noticing the signs. In this period, the pathogens will begin to rapidly multiply. Before you even realize or start to feel sick, the pathogen has already entered your body and has started multiplying and spreading. You will usually feel perfectly healthy during this period because the pathogen has not replicated enough to show recognizable signs and symptoms, but you will begin to feel sick when there is enough pathogen cells in your body. And the incubation period duration will vary with different diseases, meaning that some diseases, your incubation period can be a couple hours, but with other serious diseases, it can be a couple weeks, even a couple months, and you won't notice any symptoms or signs. The prodromal period is the second stage of infection. Here is when the pathogens continue to multiply, but the person will begin to feel some signs and symptoms, but they aren't as severe as the next stage. So this means that there are enough pathogens in your body for you to begin to notice some signs and symptoms, but there isn't enough pathogens yet for the body to show the severe signs, and it's not at its full potential yet. And during this period, the person will begin to feel like some aches and pains and maybe fever, coughing, or sneezing, but it won't be too bad yet. And during this period, the immune system becomes active and starts attacking the pathogen to kill it off. And it's working very quickly to try and get rid of everything, but it does take some time. The next stage is the period of illness. This is the third stage of infection, and this would be when the symptoms and signs are the most severe and noticeable. And this would be because you have the highest number of pathogens in your body at this time. And your immune system is still working and is very active at trying to kill off all the pathogens in your body. This is when when the infection is most contagious and you're most likely to spread it to other people, because you may be coughing and sneezing and people, you're touching doorknobs and things like that, and other people come behind you and touch the same thing. The duration of this period ranges depending on the type of infection, and it can be short, like it could be a 24-hour virus, and the period of illness is not long, maybe a couple hours, or it can be more severe, leading to weeks and even months. A period of decline. This is the fourth stage of infection. And this is when the number of pathogens in the body begin to decrease because the immune system has been working hard to kill off all the pathogens. During this period, the signs and symptoms become less severe and the person begins to feel a little better, but you will still have some signs and symptoms. And although the signs and symptoms are less severe, the person with the infection is more likely to catch another infection because their immune system is weak because it's been working so much to kill the pathogens that it has now. And the fifth and final stage is the period of convalescence. In this stage, the person begins to feel normal again, and the signs and symptoms will be minimal if there are any. But some diseases and certain types of infections can cause permanent damage to the body, and the body cannot fully repair